So did the SEC get in the way and try to stop Georgia from having a game on Saturday, or did they try to help the Dogs find an opponent? I've got information on that right now. Dean Legge from Dog Post, making you a smarter Georgia fan, and some really good reporting from Mark Weiser in the Athens Banner Herald today, talking about the Southeastern Conference and Georgia and how they both work together to try to find an opponent for Saturday. Now, when I talked on Monday night to Georgia Athletic Director Greg McGarity, he just told me that he wanted to be brief, and the biggest thing he said was that we're doing our due diligence to try to find an opponent for Saturday. As it turns out, part of that was working with the SEC to try to get some teams into Athens. At the end of the day, it just didn't work out. Here's what Greg told Mark Weiser of the Athens Banner Herald. We didn't even get into the testing protocol to find common threads, because the first thing was trying to find someone that was available and that it made sense. The SEC helped us and directed us, and they had some teams that we already had on our list. We appreciate them trying to help us find something. So this was not a matter of the SEC stopping Georgia from getting a game. This was a matter of them trying to fill the game. Now listen, this is something that's been coming from the league for a while. They wanted their teams to play all 10 games that they could. So Mark's reporting sort of jives with what I was told in the summer. This is about TV games and getting conference or division champions so you can get a conference championship game. Georgia and Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, I believe it's an Ole Miss Texas A&M game, are the only two games that did not get played this year in the SEC. So Georgia is going to work with the SEC, ask the SEC, according to Mark's reporting, in order to get some relief, what they're calling relief, in order to make up for about a little less than $2 million that it's going to hurt Georgia for losing this Vanderbilt game. Here's more reporting from Mark. I think we'll certainly bring that to the attention of the conference. I'm sure we'll seek some type of consideration at the proper time in light of what happened, not anything related to what we've done. We certainly hope there's some consideration given, but that process hasn't started yet. And of course, Greg McGarity won't be around for the conclusion of that process. Georgia was willing to play not just Vanderbilt, but anyone that could come to Athens and make it work. It's late on Thursday right now, and the likelihood that Texas A&M, Tennessee, and all these other games that are being played in the league right now this weekend, LSU, Ole Miss, they're probably moving forward. But even if they weren't, it's too late to get that game squared away for Saturday in Athens. So Georgia's going to lose out on about $2 million of gate revenue alone, and that's what they're asking for help from the SEC for. I'll say this about Georgia. They have been a good member of the league for a very long time, a founding member from 1933. They have moved around and adjusted a few things with Auburn in the last decade, so it would not surprise me at all if Georgia were given some sort of consideration. $1.8 million, I don't know. But the league office is who handles insurance payments and premiums for canceled games. That's relatively new. So otherwise, Georgia, I don't think really could make the case to get the money back. But my understanding is that in the last 5 years, it is the league that deals with that sort of stuff, cancellations and reimbursements for games. So as it turns out, according to the athletic director at Georgia, through reporting from the Athens Banner Herald's Mark Weiser, the SEC did work with Georgia to try to get a game on Saturday. It just didn't work out. And it's unfortunate. That's what I was telling y'all earlier in the week, that this was going to be a tough pull. It sounds like they talked with, at minimum, a few schools out west. But, throwing together a game in 6 days, that's tough to pull off. And we're just going to see how this season concludes. I want to make sure you go to the website when you get a shot I've got a one-on-one interview that I had with the Chick-fil-A Bowl's Gary Stokin. It lays out a lot about what Georgia's situation is, what the Peach Bowl situation is, the orange, the cotton. Those are the three bowls that Georgia's sort of down to at this stage. The peach seems the most likely, but they don't get to choose. And that's something that you can read about on Dog Post. Make sure that you go over there. I'm going to make sure that you see this playlist as well. Normally I just direct you to the playlist. That's a playlist of Brock Vandegrift. But I would encourage you to check out the story on Dog Post as soon as you get done watching Brock and his highlights. Thanks for watching. We appreciate everyone watching through signing day. We've grown so much on YouTube, but we really cannot thank y'all enough. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the website.